Maria, go ahead.
Hi everyone, thanks for having us here. We're Northwind Traders and we're an international gourmet food company. We're based in 250 New Rutherford Ave, which is in Charlestown, Massachusetts. And you can find us online at northwindtraders.com. Our team is composed of 5 people, which is Douglas Leakham, Maria Valsera, that's me, Nahum Haley, Sarita Turner, and Jesse Bruce. So moving on to our company mission and objectives, well, like I mentioned before, we're an international gourmet food distributor, and basically what we do is import and export, especially foods from all around the world. We work with a wide variety of products, which include meats, food, dairy products, beverages, and produce. One of our main objectives is to keep track of our customers, our vendors, our orders, and inventory. This is a very important task for us, and because of that, we recently purchased a database created in Microsoft Access 2013. This database is meant to help us manage our customers, our suppliers, products, and orders. And basically what you will see today is how we dealt with some problems that came up with this database.
My name is Nahum again. Just want to point out our team members and their roles. So Douglas here, he's going to be a database manager, and he ensure the database operate correctly, make information protected and backed up, and monitor data and trade procedures. So Maria here, she's a database administrator, and she troubleshoots any problems in the database, ensure all the data complies with the legal regulations. And me, Nahum, I'm a database developer. I design and implement database technologies and analyze for efficiency. Cynthia, she's a data analyst. She collects and analyzes data. And Jesse, he's a presentation editor. He reviews the data in presentations. Thank you.
Okay, now it's my turn. My name is Douglas Leakham. I'm going to talk about the queries. I'm part of the database manager team, and also I help with the database development. I ensure that the database is online in all the workstations and it's working fine. Okay, first I change the name of the file name food to food last and first. Then I added a new record with my name and some information about the assignment. Now I'm going to talk about the queries. We created the order financial query with 4 fields: order ID, extended amount, sample payment, and order date. The order date is not going to be shown to the final user because it's a condition field. Now I'm going to talk about how we created the sample payment. We use a BMT function, which is a function that calculates all the payment that the customer is going to do under a certain interest and under a period, taking a base value from the extended amount, which is here. We created the function, then that's going to sample payment. Now I'm going to talk about how we use order date. First, we convert order date to year. Then we created the condition where the query is going to return or is going to show all the rows or all the records that are in the 2016 year, and that goes to the field. Now I'm going to talk about the extended amount field, which is calculated by price of the product, by quantity, and we sum all the results. That performs the calculation, then goes to the extended amount field, and when we mix everything, we have our query in the design view. Then we run the query, and we get our results. Now I'm going to talk about the second query, which is shipping efficiency query. We took 10 fields, which is company name, contact title, phone, order ID, products, quantity, days to ship, shipping date, shipped date, and order date. The only calculated field right now is days to ship. I'm going to talk about that. We took shipped date and order date. We deducted order date from shipped date. Then we added a condition where days to ship have to be greater or equal to 30. In other words, the query is going to return us all the queries, all the rows that are in 30 days. That goes to the condition, to the field. We mix everything. We got our query in the design view. Then we run the query and we get our results. Any questions so far?
No. Really clear.
Okay, let's continue. Now I'm going to talk about the order summary by country. And this query do the same calculations as all the other queries that I already explained, but in this case it's going to give you all the amounts by country. Now I'm going to talk about how we build this query. First, we took unit price by quantity. Now the formula. Then we summarize all the results by country, and that goes to its standard amount. Now I'm going to talk about discount amount. It's the same calculation that standard amount, but in this case we took discount. Discount by customers. Everything's multiplied. Then that goes to summarize, and then discount amount. Now I'm going to talk about country. We simply take country, group by, so it's not going to show us repeated. It's not going to show us repeated rows or records. For example, we're not going to see 5 rows with the same country, like Argentina with different amounts. No, it's going to summarize everything into one row. Then that goes to country. Then order date, the same process. Take order date, convert into year. Then the condition where it has to be 2016. We took everything, the query in the design view, and we run the query. We run the query and we have the results. As you may see, there is no country repeated. That's what the group by function or option does. Then I'm going to talk about the order summary. This query does exactly the same as the last query. But in this case, going to do a group by order ID. First, we multiply it, the discount amount, quantity by unit price by discount. Then the calculation. We summarize everything, and that goes to the discount amount field. Then the order ID, as I said, make a group by the country. As I said before, this query does the same as country, but in this case, makes a group by the order ID. So we're not going to have repeated order IDs. This goes to order ID, the same process for year. We convert the date to year, then year where have to be 2016, goes to the condition. By the way, this condition, as I said before, is not going to be shown to the final user because it's only a condition. The user doesn't have to know that, doesn't have to see this condition. Now, finally, let's set an amount. We multiply unit price by quantity. We got the calculation. Then that goes to the summary function, and then go to the field. We took everything. We got the query in the design view, and we run the query. We got our results. As you may see, there is no order ID repeat. Now.
Okay. So now we'll talk about what we call the main beverage sales problem. And this problem began when a coworker was having difficulties using Access 2013. So he approached us, and basically he needed 2 different queries that would retrieve data. The first one would have to show the orders on beverages and confections in May 2015, and the second query had to retrieve data for beverages sales by country in 2015 as well. So he had designed both these queries in Access, but neither of them were working. So we had to look into them and find out why, what was wrong with them. So for the first query, the one that was supposed to show orders on beverages and confections in May 2015, the first thing we did was change the name of the query, because as you see here, it said May 2012, but we changed it to May 2015 because it's important to keep your data properly named and organized. The second step was to look more deeply into the design of the query, and in it we found 2 mistakes. First, in the category name field, the criteria beverages and confections was written in 2 different lines, so that was giving us some problems. And also in the ship date field, the dates entered were wrong. So the third step was to fix the query, to correct those mistakes. So we put the criteria for category name in the same line so that it would return results for both beverages and confections. And in the ship date field, we changed the range of dates so that it would include only May in 2015. So once we ran the query, we corrected it, we ran the query, and we got the correct result that our coworker was looking for. The second query, which was supposed to retrieve beverage sales by ship country, well here we did a very similar process. First we changed the name of the query to a correct description of it. It said 2012, so we changed it to 2015. And then we looked into the design of the query to find what was wrong with it. And like you see here, in the category name field, there was a spelling mistake. It said beverages, there was an E misspelled. And also in the ship date field, the criteria entered was the wrong range of dates. This was retrieving data just for January 2012, and we wanted it to return data for the whole year of 2015. So we fixed those 2 things, the beverages and the ship date, and we also added the sort by country in the ship country field. So with those corrections, we ran the query, and then we got the result that was expected for.
Hi, my name is Sarita. We had a problem with the revenue report that they weren't using the correct filters to show the results that they wanted. So we were asked to update the filters of the revenue database. We use multiple steps to produce the final report. We update the name of the query, the customer's name. We updated the contents of the database, which was filtered by confessions and the criteria date. So right here is when we switch the name from North Wind to Wind Halley. And right here is where they had the wrong date. They had the for 2007, which they wanted to update to the current date. So right here in the criteria is where we fixed it. We switched it to show for 2015, so they could have the results that they wanted to. And then for the second problem, well, here's the final results, sorry. For the second problem, for the filter, they wanted to filter it by confessions only, and they couldn't figure out how to do that. So with that, we just clicked on the confessions name and we filtered for it just to show confessions, which is right there on the left.
conclusion, you saw that the new creations of the queries that were made, the queries that were already existing, those were fixed also. And we also fixed the reports that were given. Any other
Any
questions?
questions?
Any
I
questions?
have a question.
Sure, go ahead.
And in the report, May 2015,
Yeah.
so because it's, I see in the error logic, if you use one row,
Yeah.
I think if you condition or, we can use two rows. The first line and the two lines is in relation is the OR operation. You can, I think we don't need change one row.
You did.
If it, yes, because if we change one row, we need use operation OR.
Yeah.
But if you use two lines, this is your relation OR. Also, I see the same.
Mhm.
Especially if relation is AND, is require one row. Don't use the operation.
That's true,
I see.
because before the database fixed, we used two lines to use OR operation, but if it is AND, it's going to be the same line like you said.
Yeah, yes.
So that's what we did, and if you see the result,
Yes, I see
Sure.
the same result in the May 2015. Yeah.
Okay, good.
so it's not a question.
All right, very good. Any other questions? Okay, good job, guys. Very good job.